Well, good evening, folks, or good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Quincy Kane here, and this is live stream number 99, and I'm back from vacation, so I've missed you guys. Hopefully you've missed me too. I guess we'll find out in a little bit, but for this particular stream, you guys get to choose my set, whatever song of mine, just to clarify, songs of mine that you'd like to hear. Just pick a song, make a request, and I'll play it for you. I posted the song list in the chat, but you can also find it in the description if you're on YouTube. In my description, you can see a list of my songs. And if you haven't heard any of the songs, if you haven't heard my songs before, well, then just pick a title that sounds interesting, and I'll play that song for you, and we'll find out if you like it or not. We'll see what's going on. We got Jack in the chat over on YouTube, and praise God, Jack's dad had a surgery fairly recently, and thankfully everything went well, and so I'm glad to hear that. That is good news for sure. Jack says for sure, and I definitely appreciated the prayers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so happy to hear that, and it's good to see you, Jack. I hope, yeah, I'm glad to hear everything's going well. I had a pretty good vacation. It was, as I get older, I kind of feel like I need vacation a little more, It's like, back then it was just like when vacation time came around, I was like, oh, cool, it's vacation time. But now as I get older, when the family's planning a trip, it's like, you know what, I think I could use a little time off. And it was nice, coming back from it, I feel a bit refreshed and recharged and just kind of ready to tackle things. I am kind of having to find my rhythm a little bit, getting back into the groove of things. But yeah, it was a good time. It was just me and my parents and my brother, and yeah, it was fun. We ate out just about every night and kind of tried out some new restaurants and stuff, so that was fun. Probably my favorite, there was a restaurant called The Golden Egg, and we went there for breakfast, and I got this really yummy omelet. I think it was some kind of like southern omelet or something. Like it had chicken in it, like grilled chicken and like tomato, onion, and all kinds of good stuff. That was really yummy. And then another good one, there's a place called Hamburger Joe's, and they do indeed make some pretty good burgers. So, oh, hey, we got Adria in the chat. Hey, Adria. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I just got back from vacation, so I'm happy about that. Hope you're doing well. I know for a lot of us, well, I guess all of us, fall's coming, so like the weather is like getting super nice and pretty right now, and so that's been really nice too. Like it's been so hot, and so now just the weather, I'm still at that. Like I'm still anticipating it to be warm when I step outside, and so whenever I walk out and it's just that nice like cool breeze, it's like, wow, it's just such a pleasant surprise. So really digging that. Hope you guys are enjoying the weather as well. Yeah, really good to see you guys. I've, yeah, as you know, some of you who didn't know, I was on vacation last week, so it's been a little while since I've streamed. But again, it was a vacation. It was a good one. It was one I needed, and it was just fun just to have some time, just to spend with the family, do some swimming. Like I love swimming, and so getting in the pool was a lot of fun. Throwing frisbee on the beach. Again, going out to eat was really nice, and doing a little bit of songwriting. I brought my guitar and stuff, and I love doing that. I love writing songs, and so I did a little bit of songwriting, and that was a lot of fun too. Watched some good movies and stuff. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to kick things off with an instrumental, but this is a song request Q&A. So if there is a song that you would like me to play, just make a request. If you're watching on YouTube, you can look in the description, and there's a list there. I also posted the song list in the chat. If you're on Twitch, you should be able to see it in the chat. There's a list of my songs. And again, if you haven't heard any of my music, just pick a title that sounds interesting, and I'll play it for you, and we'll find out if you like it or not. But yeah, pick a song, and I'll play it just for you. Also, if you've got any questions, if you're just curious about something, it can be music related, it could be about my vacation, it could be about something else. Whatever questions you might have, just ask away, and we'll get a conversation started. So I'll kick things off with an instrumental, and then we will roll. All right, here we go. hadn't played that one in a while, and I was like, oh boy, haven't practiced the solo in a while, so drew a little blank there. Let me see if I can. So it's supposed to go. Let's see. Got that first part okay. There goes. Oh, there you go. Don't roll away from me. I need you. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yep. Maybe I'll get it next time. All right, let's catch up with the chat. Again, for anyone just tuning in, you guys get to choose my set. So, whatever song you'd like to hear of mine, have a look at the song list, make a request, and I will play that song just for you. And if you've got any questions, feel free to throw them out there, and I will. I'll do my best to answer them. All right, let's see here. Thank you, Adria. Appreciate that. Adria says, nice. Jack says, my request, Quincy, is for you to perform the song of yours which you consider your best. That's kind of tricky, because I feel like it kind of depends. Let's see. Because I feel like my latest song is usually my best or whatever. I mean, that's not always true, but and I always feel like I can do better. So, I'm probably going to write a better song later. But if you'd like me to play the song I consider my best, I'd probably have to say Love Is Not Fair. That's a song that I think just came out good lyrically and musically. And even though it's a softer song of mine, I think that one is kind of a good representation of what I would like for my sound. It's not necessarily that I want all my songs to be soft like that, but Love's Not Fair, the way it incorporates acoustic guitar, and it's got some interesting chords, and it's got metal elements, but it's a very emotional song, and so I think it's just the kind of music that I would like to make. So I'll play that one for you, Jack. This is a request from Jack asking which song of mine I consider my best, and I guess if I had to pick one, as of right now, as of this date, I would say Love Is Not Fair. Hopefully as I continue writing, I will continue to grow and improve, and write even better songs. But as of right now, I'd have to go with this one. Now, I got to get tuned real quick. Let me ask you guys. So I just got back from vacation. What about you guys? Do y'all, have you been on vacation this year? And if so, where did you go? I'd be curious about that. Or in general, when you go on vacation, what are some of your favorite vacation spots? I'd love to hear that from you guys. Me and my family. There we go. We went to Myrtle Beach. So, which, to be honest, like the beach is fine. I'm not like a super beachy person. I love swimming, but I like swimming in pools. I'm not really the beach. And I like like jumping off of the diving board and stuff, and that kind of thing. I love a good skate park. Having time to be able to go skate and just places to explore. That's the kind of thing I enjoy. But anywhere with family is a good place to be. So Myrtle Beach was plenty fun, and we had good weather for it. Actually witnessed a wedding on the beach. We went to the beach, set up, and there's kind of this nice little setup, and we're like, is there a wedding going to happen? And then people started showing up for it, and it was like, oh, wow. And so we watched, and they got married, and everyone on the beach applauded and stuff. So that was kind of a fun little treat, I guess. But all right, this one is for you, Jack. This one's called Love's Not Fair. Actually, one second. I forgot I actually switched to a clean tone for this song. Take two. Staring at my own reflection through shattered bits of glass, showing me the perfect picture of who I really am. But when you look at me, you never turn away. Kneeling next to me and picking up the pieces. Why do you care? I know I'm undeserving of the love that you have chosen to share. It's just not fair. I am such a useless failure, falling to the ground. Every effort that I muster is never good enough. But when you look at me, standing next to me and holding out your hand, why do you care? I know I'm undeserving of the love that you have chosen to share. It's just not fair. If I take just one moment away from my self-loathing, then maybe I would notice that I'm not meant to be broken. If I'd take just one moment away from my self-loathing, then maybe I would notice that I'm not meant to be broken. So stop beating up myself. You took the punishment yourself. And it's just foolish pride to think that I could ever hurt myself enough to cover what I've done. I could cut myself dry and it still would never be enough. It makes no sense at all. Why do you care? I know I'm undeserving of the love that you have chosen to share. It's just not fair. But love isn't fair. In spite of all I am, you chose to die for me, and that isn't fair. But love's not fair. There you go, Jack. That song was called Love's Not Fair. That was a request from Jack. Thanks for the request. For anyone just tuning in, don't be shy, say hello. And yeah, I'm taking requests today. So any song of mine that you'd like to hear me perform, go ahead and make a request and I'll play it just for you. And if you haven't heard any of my music before, just have a look at the song list. You can find it in the description on YouTube, or I posted it in the chat. I'll post it again in a moment. Yeah, and whatever title sounds interesting, just pick that one and we'll find out if you like it. Let's catch up with the chat here. Yeah, Jack says, sounds good to me. Well, thank you. I'm glad that that's a good pick, you know, because I'm like, well, I hope what I consider to be my best song, hopefully it's one that you like, you know. I would hope so. Adria says, that's the song I would have asked you to play too. Love is Not Fair. Heading to SeaWorld, San Antonio in November, got season passes last spring. So first half of that, well, I'm glad that you would have requested that song too, and yep, that's the special thing about love, you know, is that it is not fair. So that when you do receive love, it's like, you know, don't take that for granted, because you know, it's not always something that we can earn or something that we're deserving of, especially when we're undeserving, and that love is shown to us. Incredibly important. Second half of that, SeaWorld. That is awesome. I'd never been to SeaWorld. I've been to where have I been? Like Universal Studios. You know, I've been to a few places. But San Antonio, that's like over in California, right? Am I right about that? I can't remember. I don't know if I'm confusing that with. I know there's a few sand places over there, but wherever it is, I bet that's going to be a lot of fun. I bet the kids are going to enjoy that too. Jack says, I've been limited to day trips for a while, but I did really love the recent day trip I took with my family up to Huntsville, Ontario. I used to go to my grandparents' home in the summers. I'm sure that was nice. I bet that was. Now, Ontario, is that like Canada? That kind of up there? I mean, I guess you might be, you know, I've never really asked like where you guys live at. I guess you might live up north since you went to Niagara Falls pretty recently, which I'm seeing that in the chat as well. I didn't realize how much I missed it. Yeah, sometimes, you know, those things that you do when you're younger, you know, it's like you don't think much of it at the time, and then when you get older and you think back on it, it's like, man, those were special times. You know, I'm really appreciative of that. And you do kind of start to miss that stuff. Niagara Falls was a pretty cool trip as well. Yeah, the pictures looked in the video that you got of that looked really good. Thank you for the applause, Jack, and awesome from Adria. Thank you. Thanks, that was awesome. Yeah, my pleasure, Jack. And then Texas, that's where San Antonio. That's right, San Antonio. I knew that. Yeah. My bad. I should have known that. It's all right. All right. Well, that's really cool. Yeah, I bet SeaWorld is going to be a lot of fun. I do hope you'll have a good trip. And then Jack is confirming, yep, Ontario is the biggest province in Canada. Cool. So, you know, I'm 1 out of 2. You know, I got Texas wrong, but I got Canada right. So we're good there. All right. Well, guys, I'm just going to kind of hang out for a bit, but I'm going to set, 1 second. Where's it at? Here we go. I'm going to set a timer. So, you know, yeah, if you know, anyone wants to make a request, I'll play that song in a few minutes here. If nobody makes a request by then I'll just kind of pick a random one to play in the next 15 minutes or so. But Adria, Jack, I hope you all have been well. Again, yeah, I went to Myrtle Beach. That was pretty fun. That's probably the main thing. I'll give you guys kind of a little sneak peek. So since I just played Love's Not Fair, so here's the thing. You know, I'm wanting to release more music, and oh, hey, we got Daniel in the chat. Hey, Daniel, good evening. Hope you're doing well. How have you been? I hope you've been good. I'll catch you up to speed on, you know, we were talking about vacations and stuff here, but I was just talking about, I just played Love's Not Fair, and so what I was about to tell Jack and Adria. So I'm trying to get more music released, but it's more than just writing a song. It's really a system. Like it's finding a good system of where I can consistently write something new, put it out, write something new, put it out. And I've been learning some things that I think are going to help. But I'll be honest, it's taken me a lot longer than I've wanted it to release. I wanted to write a new song because I know you guys are pretty familiar with my set list. And there's 2 songs. There's Waiting and Brothers to the End. You guys have heard those songs before, but I haven't released those songs yet. So to be honest, it actually makes sense for me to release those songs next because they're already written, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to write a new song. I really wanted to bring you guys like just some new music, and just to be honest, I couldn't, just haven't come up with any lyrics that I really like yet, and it's just been taking too long. So I've decided, all right, I'm going to go ahead and release the songs that I already have written, and in the meantime, I'm going to start working on writing lyrics. I think before I used to write all the music and then try to write the lyrics, but now I'm going to focus on writing choruses first, because if you can write your chorus and you got a good chorus, it's a lot easier to write the rest of the song. off of that. So so I think that's really going to help. And I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot more lyric writing lately, and kind of coming up with some stuff I feel good about. So yeah, the next few releases probably are going to be some familiar stuff, but I am hoping to bring some new songs. But with that said, I am going to be releasing pretty soon, hopefully in October, a stripped-down version of Love's Not Fair. So since that song has acoustic guitar, I'm going to release another version of it where it's just the vocals and just the guitar. So so kind of a just pure acoustic version of that song. So I know I've already released that song, but kind of a different version, and it's kind of nice to listen to. It's going to sound a little different because it's not going to have like all the atmospheric like synthy stuff. It's not going to have the electric guitar and the build-up. It's just going to be acoustic and vocals, and it's kind of an interesting way to hear the song. So so hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and then hopefully I'll have some new releases for you guys soon. But Daniel says, been pretty good. Glad to hear that. And then Jack says, as my grandparents had, I guess, a dug well, we had water limits. When we were kids, my siblings, cousins, and I used to shower under the ease-throughs when it rained. That may sound ancient, but it was so much fun when we were kids. No, I bet that was. Like, things like that were fun. Like, you know, playing in the creek bed as a kid, you know. And kind of like, yeah, you know, just... I don't know, just playing outside and not afraid to get dirty and stuff, you know. And as a kid, and I mean in that case, it's not very dirty since you're showering, but you know, I can imagine that kind of being fun, just sort of being creative with what the environment provides for you, you know, especially based on the weather and that kind of thing. So no, I think that makes sense. I know a lot of kids these days, they've got electronics, and it's like that's all they need for entertainment and that kind of thing. But there is something like really special about like just kind of whatever environment you're in, kind of letting that be your entertainment and enjoying that. So yeah, thanks for sharing the special memory with us. Daniel, yeah, I got back from vacation from Myrtle Beach. It went well, and it was nice. I was saying earlier that, you know, as I get older, like back then, you know, vacation was just kind of something that happened. It's like, oh, it's time for vacation. But now as I get older, whenever the family is planning a trip, I'm kind of like, you know what, I think I could use a vacation. So, and it was nice. It was just nice kind of having some, like just having a week not to like stress about anything. I wasn't worried about anything. I still did like a few, like I was still a little productive, but, you know, for the most part, I wasn't like, my mind was just kind of clear and just focused on like enjoying time with my family and just, you know, having fun, swimming in the pool or watching movies. I did a little bit of songwriting. And again, just for fun, it wasn't like, you know, work. It was just having fun writing music and being creative. And so, we went to the beach, Myrtle Beach. So it was fun getting to boogie board with my dad and throw Frisbee with him. And we witnessed a wedding on the beach and ate out at a lot of really good restaurants. So that was fun, like just kind of trying out different restaurants that we'd never been to before. And yeah, they were really good. Daniel, I know you'd been to Alaska. Daniel, you've been on some really cool trips. I'd be curious to hear, what would you say, I don't know if you have a favorite vacation or if you have like a top 3, top 5 or something like that, but what are some of your favorite vacations? I know you go to some pretty cool places sometimes. And have you been anywhere this year? I can't remember. Or is there anything coming up? Are you planning to go anywhere soon? Definitely let me know about that. Also, just so you guys know, again, anyone tuning in, don't be shy. And, you know, I'm going to play a song in a few minutes, but I'm letting you guys choose my set. So if any of you have a request, whatever song of mine you'd like to hear me play, just let me know and I'll play it for you. If you need to see the song list on YouTube, you can look in the description, and all my songs are listed there. On Twitch, I posted a list of the songs in the chat. And if you haven't heard any of my music, well, just pick a title that sounds kind of interesting. I'll play the song for you, and we'll find out if you like it or not. So, yep, Daniel says, I understand when I take an away vacation, I make big plans and forget about anything stressful. When I do a staycation, I still relax as much as I can. Yeah, I haven't really gotten to do a staycation, but I would actually quite like to do that because there is, you know, there's a little bit of stress involved with a vacation, you know, like you take some time off and you've got to plan out like where you're going, get there on time, get checked in, pack your bags, all that stuff. You know, there's still like a little bit of stress involved with that. I like the concept of a staycation where you just take a week to just get your mind off of things, but just enjoy and appreciate the things that you have. Like, I wouldn't mind having a staycation and just getting to play some video games, watch some movies. I mean, good gosh, I'm not. I gotta say, like, I love my collection of movies, and I guess that makes sense, but it's like, I've only gotten movies that I like, and over time it's built up, and sometimes I'll just look at my shelf of movies and be like, man, I got some good movies, but I don't always have time to watch them, and so a staycation would be great just to, like, binge watch a bunch of those movies and things like that. So, yeah, that's a good suggestion there. A staycation is definitely something to take time and do. Daniel says, Alaska is very beautiful. Seeing the northern lights was otherworldly. Hawaii is also beautiful. I might go back again soon and catch Kalahu, I'm probably pronouncing that, erupting, but sounds like it's the name of a volcano. That would be pretty sweet. And again, yeah, you've been to some cool places, and I mean, already, like, seeing the northern lights and then be like, I might go to Hawaii to see a volcano erupt. It's like, dude, you take some cool vacations, man. So maybe sometime I can tag along with you. I'll have to go on a trip with you sometimes and go on an adventure, see something cool. And then replying to Jack, been great, Jack. Just got my new guitar today. Sweet. It feels great. Now, you might have I feel like I heard you mentioning that you were either getting a new guitar or you had gotten a new guitar. So I don't know if this is another new one or if this is one that you mentioned earlier and you just got it. But maybe you can remind me, what guitar were you getting? I can't remember. Was it like some kind of Ibanez, or I don't think it was a PRS. I mean, I could be way wrong. I could be way off. It might be something else. But I feel like I remember somebody talking about getting a new guitar soon or something. And it might have been you. So, but yeah, definitely let me know. What do you got? What do you think of it? Tell me all about that thing. So would love to hear that. So, but let's see here. But yeah, basically just getting back from vacation and kind of getting back into the rhythm of things, learning how to, get back into these streams and things. I'm actually in the process right now of making content for this upcoming month, which, by the way, the upcoming month is October. And I don't know about you guys, but October is actually one of my favorite months for a few reasons. One, it's kind of funny. Coincidentally, my birthday is in October, so it's like, there's that. But besides that, it just seemed like, everything I enjoy is around October. It's fall, the weather's like great. October's coming up, Halloween is coming up, and that's like one of my favorite holidays. As a kid, I always loved dressing up, and of course, getting candy was cool. But even still, like, I love imagination and creativity, and so just a fun day to just get to dress up as like some of your favorite characters and just, spend time with friends and family or whatever. Like, I've always loved that, So I'm actually thinking, I don't think I've done this before, but I'm thinking of doing some kind of like Halloween special. It's probably not going to be anything huge, but I'm going to dress up for Halloween or something for a live stream and stuff. So I might even let you guys, like, I've got a few costumes, and I might let you guys vote which costume you'd like to see me dress in. And, I wish you guys are certainly welcome to dress as well, but unfortunately I don't think I'll be able to appreciate your costumes. So, but we'll see. Let's see. Daniel says, so long story short, remember I got a Schecter hollow body, that's right, right before you went on vacation. Well, it didn't really suit me well, so I returned it and got a Jackson RR3. Gotcha. Okay, so the hollow body didn't really suit you. And so very cool. That's right. So I remember you saying that, and that was before I went on vacation, so then sent that back, and so now you got a Jackson RR3. Well, that's really cool. I've always, there's a lot of guitarists I like who play Jacksons, and I've only played Jacksons like in a guitar center, so it's like so I've never owned one, but I definitely like that guitar, so I would certainly I wouldn't mind getting myself a Jackson sometime. Adria says, I've had a staycation all week because of my surgery. Wow, sad that I can't play. Making up for it by watching you play. Costume would be fun, haha. So first off, man, I'm sorry if I might remember seeing some social media posts that you did about having a surgery recently. I think I remember you posting something. Can't remember exactly what had happened, but I'm so glad. It sounds like things went well, and it sounds like you're just recovering. So I hope, I hope you're feeling okay, and I hope you're able to make the most of this time. You know, it's a shame that you can't play right now, but hopefully there's some other things that you can enjoy while you're recovering. And yeah, I'll definitely, you know, whatever song you'd like me to play for you, you know, I'll play in place of you. I'll play, and then you can kind of, you know, imagine that you're playing through me. So there we go. And yeah, I think a costume would be fun. So I do intend to dress up, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Jack says, yeah, I love Halloween. Also love AMC's Fear Fest. You know, I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that. I might have to look into that. Maybe you can let me know what that is. That's right, appendix removed. Yeah, I still have mine, so I can't say I've experienced that, but my brother had to get his appendix removed, so I know he's kind of experienced that, but that was a long time ago. But yeah, I do hope you feel better. Hope you recover quickly, and yeah, awesome. So Halloween is coming up, and so we are dressing. I think we're gonna do a little something. But what about you guys? Do y'all, if you do enjoy Halloween, have you been able to dress for it recently? I will say that getting older, it's a little harder to find reasons to dress for it. You know, like you don't have like, you know, you don't go out trick or treating anymore. And so when I was first getting a little older, when my friends were still around, you know, we would throw like little parties and stuff. You know, we'd have music and dance, and everyone would dress up, and we'd have like candy and soda and all that kind of thing. And then you know, as we got older, eventually they kind of went off different. You know, they moved away for different career paths and that kind of thing. And so I just didn't really have much reason. Now, thankfully. My church still does like these trunk or treat events. So they'll have like these, you know, outside. It's like a little, just a little pathway in the parking lot. Like everyone's got their cars parked, and they open up, you know, the trunk of their car, and they design it with a theme in mind. And then kids can come and get candy and that kind of thing, and everyone can dress up. So usually I'll show up for that and dress up as something. But that's about the extent of what I can dress up for. So anyway, it's almost time for a new song. So if anyone's got a request, let me know, and I'll play that song just for you. If no one's got a request right now, then I'll just kind of pick a random one to play. But yes, we are going to dive into another song in just a moment here. So whatever song of mine that you'd like me to play, just let me know, and I'll play it just for you. And if you need to, you know, again, on YouTube, you can find the song list in the description. On Twitch, you can it should be posted in the chat there. And again, this is actually a Q&A as well, you know, so if anyone's got any questions, anything they're curious about, feel free to ask away, and I'll share them. Actually, let me see if I still have it written down. I can't remember if I've got it written down, or I think someone had asked some questions a while back, and I never really got a chance to answer them, so, but I had written down my answers, and, yeah, but oh well, we'll look for that later. So, all right, looks like the timer is up. So I'm gonna get set up for another song, and if we don't have a request, then I'll just pick one. Well, let's see here. How about Ascension? All right, there we go. We've got Ascension requested from Adria, so I will play that one just for you. Let me get it set up real quick. All right. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but in case you didn't know, I actually wrote this song to play drums on. When I originally wrote this song, it was intended for my friends to play all the other instruments. I wrote the guitar parts for my friends and the bass part for my friends, and then I was going to drum along with it. And there is a video, like if you guys are curious, you know, if you go on my YouTube channel and you search Ascension, you should be able to find a video of me playing the drums, and you can actually see me doing a drum playthrough. But for today, I'm going to play the guitar for you. All right, let me get tuned again. Drop tuning. Oop, that's not quite right. There we go. Cool. cool. All right. This one goes out to Adria. This is Ascension. Thank you. Again, that one was Ascension, and that one's just for you, Adria. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, I hope you recover soon, and can't wait to continue to see your progress with your guitar playing. You've been getting better, and I think that's just awesome. And hope you get better, get back to playing, keep having fun, stick with it, and excited to see you grow and progress with that. Let's catch up with the chat. And again, if anyone is just tuning in, don't be shy. Say hello. And I'm letting you guys choose my my song list for this stream. So yeah, whatever song of mine you'd like to hear me play. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, you can find the song list in the description. If you're watching on Twitch, I posted it in the chat. It should be near the top. And yeah, and if you haven't heard any of my music, just pick a title that sounds interesting. I'll play the song for you, and we'll find out if you like it or not. But let's see here. All right, catching up with the chat here. Okay, I see. We got let's see. Nicholas was in the chat. I don't know if he's still out there. If you're still out there, let me know. Because yeah, at first, yep. You know, I'm trying to find. I don't know if anyone has a suggestion. So the title of this stream is "Choose My Set List." But you know, maybe that's not good enough still. I'm trying to find a title where people will show up and they know I'm playing my songs, because I almost always get someone who shows up and is like, "Hey, can you play, you know, this song from this artist?" And it's like, I'm sorry, that's not a, I don't know, you know, I'm not prepared. I'm not set up to play songs from other artists and stuff. But so I'm trying to find like a good title where it's kind of clear, like, yeah, you know, just show up and I'll play the song. You know, I've got a list of songs to play, but you know, whatever it is. But hopefully, hopefully you're still out there. Hopefully you enjoyed what I did play. You know, I mean, that song definitely has some As I Lay Dying vibes. So so hopefully you enjoyed that. Jack says Fear Fest is essentially a horror movie marathon. It used to be in October, but it has already started. Okay, so they're starting it kind of early this year, it sounds like. Jack also says, haven't dressed up for Halloween in years, though when I was a teenager, I dressed up when I worked in a retirement home. Okay, pretty cool. So, yeah, it's, again, yeah, as you get older, you don't usually get too many opportunities. Adria, I'm curious, you know, when you take the kids trick-or-treating, do you dress up too, or do you just let them dress up and kind of follow them? Adria says, yeah, great, thanks, Quincy. Yep, my pleasure, Adria. Thank you for the emojis, the rock on, and thank you, Daniel. Yep, Jack and Daniel. And you know, if you guys want, you know, I think last time was a Jack who used the hand washing emoji for the hand clap. You know, so I think we can make that a thing. All right, we got Nick. We got Nick in the chat. What's this? What's going on, my man? What do we got going on here? It's good to have you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Yep, we're doing a song list as you heard. Yep, sounds heavy. Thank you. Yep, that was a song of mine. Called Ascension. If you hadn't heard it, yeah, that was just an instrumental of mine, and that one is released, so you can find that on Spotify or wherever you like to listen to music. That one's called Ascension. The Weight of Tomorrow, yeah, I'll play that one just for you. So, little note, let me find it here. A little note about Weight of Tomorrow. I'm looking for the backing track. So this was a song that I had written. Let's see. I wrote this back with my old band. Had a band called, what's it called? At War With Myself. And we had a few originals. And so this was a song that I had originally written for that particular project. But yeah, I will play that one just for you, Nick. Daniel says, choose originals for my set list, songs and description. Yeah, I think that's a good suggestion. I'm going to copy and paste that. So thank you. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. I'm always trying to make improvements here, but yeah, using the word originals, I think that's a good thing to squeeze in there. So, all right, awesome. Well, we got a suggestion from Nick. This is The Weight of Tomorrow. And again, yeah, this was a song that I'd written for my old band back in, like, man, whew, yeah, that was about 10 years ago. Holy cow, how time flies. But I had a friend who did the harsh vocals on it. You know, he was really good at it, and then I would sing the clean parts. But I'm going to, for this performance, I'm going to be doing both parts. So I'll be doing the harsh vocals and the singing, and hopefully it'll turn out okay. So 1 second. Hey, we got Dom in the chat. Greetings, Dom. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Again, just to get you guys caught up to speed. I'm back from vacation, back from Myrtle Beach. It was a fun time away. Nice, kind of chance just to recharge, get refreshed. Kind of take a break from worrying about anything, being stressed about anything, and just kind of getting to spend some time with family and just have fun. So back from that, I'm kind of having to get back in the groove of things. Get my rhythm back, but for the most part, feeling pretty good and excited to be back. We've got a request from Nick, going to be playing Weight of Tomorrow. But Dom, if you've got a request, let me know and I'll play a song just for you. Again, the song list is in the description. So, all right, this is The Weight of Tomorrow. Hope you like it, Nick.
Pressure is building,
tearing me apart.
I'm falling, collapsing.
I can't believe that my
Foundation is breaking.
I stand on weathered ground.
I'm waiting and praying
that hope can be found.
Calm your worried mind. Open up your eyes and suck it up. You've had long enough. My foundation is breaking.
I stand on weathered ground.
I'm waiting and praying
that hope can be found. Standing all alone, well, it must be hard to hold the weight of tomorrow. Live life today, don't let it fade away. Don't wait for tomorrow.
No, it can't be. This feeling,
it's overwhelming me.
It will not defeat me.
This is not the end.
Calm your worried mind. Open up your eyes and suck it up. You've had long enough.
Standing all alone, well, it must be hard to hold the weight of tomorrow. Live life today, don't let it fade away. Don't wait for tomorrow. Standing all alone, well, it must be hard to hold the weight of tomorrow. Live life today, don't let it fade away. Don't wait for tomorrow.
Thank you. That was a request from Nick. Thank you for the request. That song was called The Weight of Tomorrow. And again, that was an old song from my band, At War With Myself. You actually can find that song. We released an EP, and it's on Bandcamp. So if you go to bandcamp.com and look up At War With Myself, you should be able to find the EP for that song, The Weight of Tomorrow. All right, let's catch up with the chat. For anyone just tuning in, I'm letting you guys choose my set of original songs, whatever song you'd like me to play. Just make a request and I will play that song just for you. You can find the song list in the description on YouTube, or it's posted in the chat on Twitch. But whatever song you'd like to hear, just let me know. Hey, we got Hannah in the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're doing well, Hannah. Yeah, let's catch up here. Yep, we had Dom tuning in. Daniel said, was going to say that one, Jack. Yep. Let's see. Oh, whoops, I actually missed something. Jack said, if there aren't any other requests, say that it's over is also outstanding. Wash hands. Yeah, and then the washing hands, yep. All right, cool. Well, I'll just say that it's over in a little bit here. So let's see here. And then we've got Erase Myself from Daniel. Awesome. Yep. I'll get to those songs just for you. And that's, yep, Jack says, great minds. Hey, Daniel. Yep. Great minds think alike. Exactly. Jack saying hello to Nick, Dom, and Nicholas. Hannah saying hello. Hey, Hannah. Hannah says, can't stay very long, but popped in to say hello. Well, I still appreciate you popping in just to say hello. And, yeah, I hope you've been doing well, Hannah, and hope you'll have to kind of update me if what you've been working on lately. If you've been doing anything musically or making any videos or anything like that. But yeah, hope you've been doing well. Appreciate you stopping in, even just to say hello. If you have a song request and you got time, I'll play a song for you real quick. But Nick says very nice. Well, thank you. Almost sounded like early Underoath or something. They might have kind of indirectly been some inspiration. I definitely at that time. So for me, I probably first got into punk rock, and then from punk rock, I was sort of introduced to hard rock, bands like Chevelle and Pillar and POD, that kind of thing, Linkin Park, and then from that kind of introduced me to a little bit of screamo, and in that screamo era, I was definitely introduced to Underoath, and I loved Underoath definitely, and I always found they're at the time my skill level as a guitarist, I didn't quite understand how they wrote the kind of music that they did. And so, I certainly, so that's why I mean, indirectly I might have been inspired, but I think at the time it was maybe, I would have found it kind of difficult to write something like that. I can definitely say, Kill Switch Engage was kind of an inspiration for that particular style. And things like All That Remains, specifically from Fall of Ideas and stuff. And, but yeah, I loved Underoath. I was into, at that time, what else? Blindside and Flyleaf and Red and some other bands like that. So, yeah, awesome. Very, very cool. I'm definitely appreciate that comparison. So, awesome. Hannah says, Ascension sounds like a good choice. I could play that again. I will say I did play that, I will play it again. If everyone else is okay, and that's what Hannah wants to hear, I will play that song again for Hannah. I did play that just a moment ago. So, I don't know if you've got a second choice, or if everyone's no, go ahead and play Ascension again, and I'll do that one again just for Hannah. But, cool. Yeah, I might have to... I don't know if I need to come up with a way to say what's already been done. I don't mind doing them again, but I just don't want it to be redundant. I don't want someone to be oh, we just heard this song, So, if everyone's cool with it, I'll do it again. Or if Hannah's got another choice, I'll play something else for her. Let's see here. Yeah, just so you guys know, just a little kind of sneak peek. I'm trying to work on some new music, but again, I was sharing earlier that it's taken me a little bit longer than I would have liked to get some new music out. I really wanted to write a new song that I could perform for you guys, and I'm still hoping to do that soon. But okay, well, yep, Nick's cool with it. Nick says do it. I'd like to hear Ascension. So Ascension was the one I was just playing. I don't know if you caught the end of that, but I think when you first came in. And Adria says, girls like that song, it seems. It's a great one. All right, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and play it again. So I'm glad y'all like it. And since you can't stay long, Hannah, I'll go ahead and do what you requested. But yeah, again, Ascension was an instrumental that I wrote a while back, probably around 2017, something like that. Well, actually, I think I wrote it probably well before 2017, but I didn't release it till 2017. So don't worry, Hannah. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it again. So everyone seems to be cool with it. So if you've heard this one already, you can. This could be your snack break. You can go get a snack real quick, and then you can come back. Or if you're like, if you want to hear it again, well, there you go. You can. I'll just play it again. We get a what's that called? An encore on this one. So, all right, here we go. This one's for you, Hannah. This is Ascension. And Adria had requested this one earlier. So it sounds like, the girls enjoy that one. So here you go. I might need to make like a music video for this, where I'm like in an elevator and I'm just kind of waiting, like. Just going up and then. Almost at my floor. Ding. Ascension 2. That was for you, Hannah. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, catching up with the chat. For anyone just tuning in, don't be shy, say hello. And again, I'm letting you guys choose my set, so yeah, whatever song you'd like to hear of mine, I will play it just for you. Just make a request, and I'll have at it. In case you'd like to know, I've already played Ascension twice, and I've played The Weight of Tomorrow, and I played Love's Not Fair, and I think that's it so far, you know. I played an unreleased instrumental to kick things off, but, you know, besides that, I think that's all the requests so far. Let's see here. We got a woo from Adria. Thank you. Hannah says, a music video of you in an elevator needs you just randomly breaking out your guitar like it's been there the whole time. Right, yep. Then a transition shot randomly showing you in a field somewhere. Yep. You know, throw some humor into the mix. No, I think that'd be good. Yep. And yep, there it is again. Hey, Lewis, appreciate you tuning in, but unfortunately, I'm playing originals. We had kind of mentioned this, but yep, requesting. I want you to play "Walk This Way." I mean, I could try the. Actually, I don't know if I'm familiar enough to play the riff. I'd have to hear it again. But unfortunately, I'm just playing originals. So now you can find my originals if you look in the description. There's a list of the song list of the titles there, and if you haven't heard them, you can just pick whichever title sounds interesting to you, and I can play it for you, and we'll find out if you like it or not, you know. But yeah, we were just talking about this. I might have to tweak the title a little bit because I usually get some people coming in and then requesting, you know, other songs, and I mean, I could try it, but you know, I know the song, but I haven't heard it enough. Like, I can't even think how the riff goes. The only thing I can remember is the "Walk This Way." You know, that's the only thing I can remember from it, you know. But let's see here. Nick said, sounded very good. I got to head out, but it was nice to listen to a few songs. Nick, I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. You know, I go live at 6:30 on Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, you know, so definitely feel free to come by again. And if you want to check out some of my music, you can find it on Spotify or wherever you like to listen to music. If you just look up Quincy Kane, and you can find the songs that I've released, including Ascension. And yeah, you know, appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your evening or morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. You know, take care, man. Let's see. Do you have an original song called "Walk Thusly"? I mean, I'm not sure if you saw that in the in the list anywhere, but I'm afraid I don't have a song with that particular title. Trying to think if I have any songs with "walking" in the title. You know, trying to remember all my songs now. Let's see. We got "Get Up" again. We got "Move On." That's kind of like walking. We got. I think those are the only ones with you know, related to movement. Yep, I'm afraid so. So yeah, "Walk Thusly." I'm afraid I don't have a request for that, but I'm putting on my OBS Studio screen recorder because I'm sure you'll improvise a song with the title of "Walking Thusly." I mean, I can try to, you know, "Walking Thusly." Let's see. I don't know if "thusly" would be the word that I would use. If that's like, you know, a more elegant way to say "walk this way," "walking thusly." I'm trying to think what rhymes with "thusly." Hurry before the bus leaves, and so I'm walking thusly. That's about the best I got right now. Running late, gotta hurry up. Running late, gotta hurry up. Gotta make it to the bus stop. And so I'm walking thusly. And the leaves
leaves are rustling as the wind blows. Hurry up, gotta speed up to the bus stop. Boom, boom. It's about the best I got. Gotta hurry before the bus leaves, so I'm walking thusly. I don't know what's to come next after that. There you go. That's the best I got for walking thusly, but have to work on that one a little bit. All right, we had some requests. I think we had a request from Daniel and Jack. I think Jack had requested Say That It's Over, and Daniel had requested Erase Myself, so we might play Erase Myself next. Get that set up real quick. Just go for it, dude. Yep, I tried. Yep. Not move on, not dream on. Improvise a song called Walk Thusly. Well, there you go. Yep. So yes, Thirstly. It was good. Well, glad you dug it. You know. So maybe I'll have to work on that one and see if I can improve it. All right. Let's see here. We had a request from Daniel for Erase Myself. Daniel, give me a shout out. Let me just make sure you're still out there, and I will indeed play Erase Myself for you. Erase Myself was released earlier this year, and so if you haven't heard, this song can be found on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music, wherever you like to listen to music. You should be able to find Erase Myself available there. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, sorry, Hannah might be gone now, but yeah, I like your elevator idea, and I don't know, maybe I can even. Well, I don't know if I know any elevators nearby. I mean, maybe I can, prop up, kind of make something look like an elevator. But I was almost thinking I could maybe make a little short out of that or something. But give that a shot. I don't know if I can make a whole music video, but maybe a short or something. So. Yep, Daniel says, yes, I think Jack was first, though. Say That It's Over. All right, well, then I'll go ahead and do Say That It's Over first, and then I'll do Erase Myself just for you. All right, so here we go. This one goes out to you, Jack. This one's called Say That It's Over. Your smile so deceptive that it almost looks real. Well, it must be hard to fake what you do not really feel. You're hiding, I know it. Tell me what's on your mind. I only wish to help. Please let me back inside. Say that it's over. Tell me the truth just one last time. I promise I'll help you. If only you'll let me back inside. Let me inside. Your face shows no reaction when I call out your name. Your presence like a ghost. You seem so far away, and you know that I love you, but the words seem to have died. I just want this to end. Please let me back inside. Say that it's over. Tell me the truth just one last time. I promise I'll help you. If only you'll let me me back inside, let me inside. Your eyes, just look at me when I look at you, because you must realize you're barely holding on and I'm holding tight. Would you just please try? Don't give in, you have to fight. Why won't you hear my cry? I don't wanna say goodbye. Say that it's over. Tell me the truth just one last time. I promise I'll help you. If only you'll let me back inside. Say that it's over. Tell me the truth just one last time. I promise I'll help you. If only you'll let me back inside. Say that it's over. I don't wanna hear another lie. I just wanna help you. Please won't you let me back inside? All right. There you go, Jack. That's Say That It's Over. And that song is, available on Spotify or wherever you like to listen to music. So if you'd like to hear it again, you can do so. Let's catch up with the chat. For anyone just tuning in, don't be shy, say hello. And I am taking requests for my original songs, so if there's a song of mine that you'd like me to play for you, you can find the song list in the description on YouTube or in the chat on Twitch, and just make a request and I'll play that song just for you. I've already done I just did Say That It's Over. I've done Ascension. I've done what else have I done? The Weight of Tomorrow, and Love's Not Fair. So, yep, there we go. All right. Thank you for the applause, Daniel. Appreciate that. So, in a moment here, I'm going to go ahead and play, what's it called? Man, what's that song called? Oh, yeah, Erase Myself. I'll play that one for you, Daniel, in just a little bit here. So, anyway. But before I dive into that, Daniel, you got any cool or exciting plans coming up? Anything you're looking forward to? I can say I myself, I don't know if you heard me saying earlier, but I'm actually hoping to, like I said, it's been taking me a little bit longer to release a new song, a little longer than I'd like, and so I'm planning to release a stripped-down version of the song Love's Not Fair, so it's just going to be acoustic and vocals, and it's actually already finished, but I just got to shoot a video for it and kind of go through a bit of a procedure of releasing it and stuff. So I know I'd already released the song, but it's kind of another version, and it's kind of a cool way to listen to it. It's the actual version is kind of very dramatic and kind of builds up and stuff, and this one is very, very raw sounding, and so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to be releasing that, and then I'm actually planning, not sure which one, but I'm actually going to release either Waiting or Brothers to the End. Since those songs are already written, I'm just going to go ahead and start producing those and get those out. And simultaneously, I'm working on some courses. I'm writing some courses for some songs because I've got a lot of ideas. But what I used to do is I would take my ideas and I would write out all of the music first. And then once the music was written out, I would then try to come up with lyrics for it. But what happened is the song that I was working on, the song I was hoping to release, the music's pretty much done, but I was working on the lyrics, and I just couldn't come up with anything that I really liked, and I didn't want to release it, yet, and I couldn't really release it. I couldn't really get it done in time. So now what I'm doing is I'm trying to focus on just writing courses. Start with the music I have, something that sounds like a course, and just get the lyrics written for that. And if I can get that figured out, then it's a lot easier to build the rest of the song, because writing the music isn't really the problem. It's not hard for me to take, like, if I got an idea of music, it's not hard for me to build off of that and write the rest of the music. That's not the hard part. The hard part is finding lyrics, and I'm okay with writing lyrics. I think I can write good, but I definitely write better when I'm kind of, when I have something to say. And so it's a little harder when it's just like, all right, time to write words, and I got nothing on my mind, So I'm trying to make a habit of starting to write lyrics more regularly, more often, just so that when I do feel something, I've got words, and then when I've got music and I need words to them, I can go back to see what I've written before and say, well, here are some things I had on my mind, and I can start, kind of using those. And if I can write a good chorus, that's something I've learned too. If you have the chorus of your song, you've got the lyrics, it's a lot easier to write the verses and write the rest of the song. So I am very hopeful that using this method, it'll be a lot easier to kind of write some songs out and get them finished. But in the meantime, I'm just going to be releasing songs that are already finished and stuff. But yep, Daniel says, nothing much going on yet. I'll probably do a quick video of my Jackson. Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing that. And, in mid-October, going to see Aerosmith. Sweet, I'll be on vacation then. Yeah. So speaking of Aerosmith, that was mentioned earlier, you're going to be seeing them, so going on vacation and then seeing them. Now, have you seen Aerosmith before, or will this be your first time seeing them live? Let's see here. Yep. So I'm getting some requests from Lewis, but, I'm afraid I don't know any Beatles songs. And so, it's like, you can request it, but, one, I didn't write it. So it's, I'm not going to be able to play it, and I haven't even heard it. So, so I'm afraid I can't do that one for you. But I'll be playing Erase myself in just a moment here. So, Cool. But yeah, I'll be excited for you, Daniel, and that upcoming show. I will say, speaking of shows, it kind of stinks. This is the second time this has happened to me. One of my favorite artists was actually coming to my hometown to play a show. I'm a pretty big Ben Folds fan, and I've seen him before. I've seen him play live before, so I'm glad for that. But he was actually coming to play in my hometown again, but I was going to be on vacation. It was the week of my vacation, and so I was like, darn it, I would have loved to have seen that, but we just had to be going on vacation. That's the second time this has happened to me. Years ago, again, another one of my favorite bands, Killswitch Engage. And they were coming pretty much in my backyard. They were coming to my hometown to play a show. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I bought tickets right away, and I was so excited. And I was telling my brother-in-law about it. I was like, yeah, man, I can't wait to see him. And I told him when the show was, and he's like, aren't we going on vacation that week? And I was like, no, you got to be kidding me. And sure enough, it was like right in the middle of our vacation. So it wasn't like I could miss a day of vacation, see the show, and then come down later or something, or leave vacation early to catch the show. It was like right in the middle. So, thankfully I was able to get a refund for my tickets, but still haven't seen Killswitch Engage live yet. I would love to see them live sometime. I'm sure that would be a fun show. Do I know some Green Day songs? Trying to remember. Let's see. I can do like a little bit of Holiday. I don't know the whole song, but I think I can remember the chord progression. So. Actually, I can't really remember how that chord progression. On holiday. I don't know. Might know American Idiot better. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Afraid I don't know the words. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Let's see. Can't remember how the chorus goes of that one, but yep. So again, if you request songs I don't know, I'm afraid that's all you're gonna get. So, or that's the best you're gonna get. All right. Yep. Daniel was saying this will be the first time seeing Aerosmith, so that is pretty cool. The guy I am going with saw them back in '78, the Texas Jam that had EVH. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Eddie Van Halen. So Hart and Ted Nugent, or Nugent, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but awesome. You need to plan concerts around your vacation. Yeah, that might be the way to do things. I'm not the one who plans the vacations. It's my family that does it, and then I just tag along. But eventually, when I get to the point where I am doing my own vacations, certainly I will plan them around concerts and such. Yep. Holiday, American Idiot, but it was good. Well, thank you. I'm glad it was good enough. Again, I'm familiar with those songs, but I've never learned them, and hadn't learned the words or anything like that. So that's just completely from memory, and I haven't even listened to those songs in a while. So, all right, Daniel, this one goes out to you. This one is "Erase Myself." Here we go. I'll brace myself for all this pain, erase myself and start again. Grab a hold of me and throw the deep end. Show me the flame that burns inside of me, and I'll brace myself for all this pain, erase myself and start again, and I'll face myself with honesty, erase myself and start again. Yeah. Can't remain without the refiner. It's time to change what used to define me. Resist the pain, and I have to keep fighting, ignite the flame that's deep down inside me. It hurts at first, but worth all the pain to see myself and not be ashamed. It hurts at first, but worth all the pain to see myself and not be ashamed. And I'll brace myself for all this pain, erase myself and start again. And I'll face myself with honesty, erase myself and start again. There you go, Daniel. That one's just for you. That one's called Erase Myself. Anyone who hasn't heard it, you can find it on Spotify or wherever you like to listen to music. So that one's Erase Myself. Thanks for the request, Daniel. Let's catch up with the chat here. For anyone tuning in, don't be shy. Say hello. And I think, let me see here. Oh, hey, we got Development of Avoid in the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Yep, thank you. And Jack says, I will have to catch the rest of the stream later, so glad you're back, Quincy. Hope you all have a great night. Well, Jack, I appreciate you hanging out. Glad that things are going well with you. Appreciate you tuning in. And, yeah, hope you have a great rest of your night as well. And thanks, man. Appreciate the welcoming return. I think I'm gonna set a timer here, and I do think I'm probably just gonna do one more song, and then we're gonna kind of put a wrap on all this anyway. So if anyone has a final request, you got 15 minutes to make that request, and I'll play that song for you. Just so you know, the songs I've played already, I just played Erase Myself. I've played Say That It's Over, I've played Ascension, I've played The Weight of Tomorrow, and I've played Love's Not Fair. So those are the songs I've played so far. But whatever song you'd like to hear of mine, you can find the song list in the description. And on Twitch, you can just find it in the chat there. So Development, if you're still out there, say hello, and I hope you're doing well. Let me know how you've been, what you've been up to, and yeah, hope you are doing good. Daniel says, thanks, Quincy, sounding good. Well, thank you, Daniel, appreciate that. Now, just a little, kind of a little heads up, so this is stream number 99 for me. So next week is going to be my 100th stream, and to be honest, it's kind of funny because like it's 100 streams, but it's taken me a while to kind of figure things out, and I'm still figuring things out. So I do think I'm going to kind of go back and look at some of my older streams and kind of see like how I started. But I remember when I first started, it was pretty. I wasn't sure what I was getting into, and I wasn't even like I was just kind of trying this out. I wasn't really sure, and I kind of had this like temporary mindset, like this is just going to be temporary, like this isn't going to be the main thing. I can say when I started this, which I guess it would have been about 2 years ago, which is crazy to think. In my head, I was still making like YouTube content. Like YouTube's been, my whole music career has been kind of a lot of valleys, a lot of learning, a lot of curves, twists and turns, and just figuring things out. And for the longest time, I've been like a YouTuber. But the problem is, I think, I was making music-related content, but I wasn't really making music, which is what I wanted to do. And so the truth is, like, even though I've been on YouTube for quite some time now, and I would say I was a YouTuber, I think the truth is I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a music artist, and that's what I want to be, and that's what I've been trying to be. And so at the time when I first started streaming, I think I was still doing like weekly videos and that kind of thing. But then eventually the streams were kind of starting to pick up a little bit, and I was kind of like, well, maybe the streams can be my weekly video, and of course, like shorts, with TikTok, shorts and reels were starting to get popular. And so I was kind of looking at that some, and as I was learning more, I just kind of realizing, like, I don't know, the stream started growing, and then thanks to, people like Daniel and people like Stan, just you guys that have shown support, it really means a lot to me, and you're the reasons why I'm continuing to do this, and not just continuing, but, it was like, I can't remember exactly when, but it was definitely this year. It was either earlier this year or late last year, but, I decided to double down on these streams. I was like, you know what, these streams have been like my best success with music so far, in terms of like what I want to do. And that's thanks to you guys. And so, rather than, I was actually thinking of stopping streams at some point. I was thinking like, okay, how can I start fading out of this? I was like planning to ease out. And then, thanks to you guys, I kind of changed my mind. And now this is probably like kind of the main thing that I'm doing. And what I'm trying to do is grow it. And there's a lot of learning with that. Daniel, you and I were talking about this some. I don't know if you saw my reply to your email, but I've been trying to grow this and build it, and some things have worked, some things haven't worked, and I do think sometimes I have a tendency to overcomplicate things. It was the same thing even with like my YouTube stuff earlier, like I think, like looking back, I think I just tend to make things too hard. I don't know why. I just kind of overcomplicate things, and I think it's the same thing with the stream. I think I'm just like, man, I gotta do more. I gotta make it better, and I think just the best thing is just, what I want is just to create a simple environment where we can just have conversation, where we can talk about, what we've been up to, what guitars and music and just the things that we love, what movies we've seen lately, and then, I can play some songs and stuff. And so I do think, it tends to be, it tends to be kind of challenging. And so I can say, for anyone watching this, I'm still going to do some of the segments. I think some of the segments have been good, especially the ones that kind of have like a timer on them. So it's like, all right, we're going to get this done and then move into the next thing. There's certain, like I'm probably not going to do any more reactions or anything. I think the learn the song, I think the 10-minute song challenge has been pretty good. I think the requests have always been good. And I might still do like brackets. I don't know if I'm going to do too many of the other like games that I've done, but I think the brackets have always been fun. But things like that just to kind of, create some engagement in the chat. But I am, I'm always taking time to kind of reflect and just see like, all right, let's take a step back. How do I refine this? How do I, make it what it's supposed to be? And I just want to make it where I can play some songs for you guys, but then where we can also, just enjoy each other's company. And what I want is, I hope that when you guys, leave these streams that you just feel a little uplifted and you feel like, that it brings you some joy. Like when the stream's over, you're just like, that you're in a better mood than you were when you first came in. That's kind of what I want. I just want, I want you guys to just, feel just encouraged and, whenever you're leaving these streams. And so I hope I can bring that. So, certainly, I appreciate, any feedback, whatever you guys like best, whatever your favorite things are, or any ideas that you think would be fun or sort of help me to achieve that particular goal. I certainly appreciate that, because this, all this is kind of thanks to you guys anyway. So I want to bring the best I can for you guys. But so thank you so much for your support. Catching up with the chat. Yep, Daniel's just saying, yes, I did get the review. And Adrian's saying, wow, sounds super amazing. Sounds like you've been working on it. Nice. Well, thanks. I'm glad it came out. Actually, I don't know if I've been practicing that song particularly. I have been... I've been working on my vocals. I can say during vacation, I actually didn't do a whole lot of vocal practice, but it might have been nice just to kind of take a little break, kind of let my voice rest, and then kind of getting back into it, just kind of working on my vocal technique, and then I am trying to practice the songs more, just try to like with the guitar too, just so that I can remember the parts, because it is a lot of songs, and it's kind of funny. Even though I wrote them, sometimes if I haven't really prepared, there can be a certain part, and it's like I can just in the moment kind of forget how it goes, and so even me, I still gotta practice these songs, even if I did write them. So, but thank you, Adria. That means a lot, and I'll keep working on them. So we'll see. Let's see here. Yep, Daniel says, I think it's okay to sometimes overcomplicate things, though, because it helps us grow internally, and it should be fulfilling for yourself. Well, I appreciate that affirmation, and yeah, it's like that. That's the whole part of that is kind of the point of learning. Learning is trying new things and figuring things out, and you never really know how much is too much until you've gone too far. You kind of gotta get there to kind of realize, like, oh, that was a bit of a that was a bit much. Let me dial it back some, or whatever it might be. And I've certainly tried that, and some things have worked, some haven't. But that's kind of what the tests are for. And so, all in all, it'll always just striving to just kind of just improve them and make them fun. If I'm being honest, there's a part of me that's sometimes a little self-conscious. Like, I really, really want to bring you guys some new songs, and that's probably the hardest thing, is like, because unfortunately, like, I can't, like, writing songs is not the only thing I have to do. There's a lot of other things. I've got to promote the songs I've already released. I got to make content for that. Got to handle the business side of things, like handling the money. I'm getting, merch taken care of. That's almost done. And so, like, there's just a lot of other things kind of juggling with it. I wish, like, all I had to do was just, like, write songs and perform, and that was it. But there's a lot of other things. And so sometimes I'm a little self-conscious, like, man, I'm playing the same songs over and over again. And, I hope you guys still enjoy them, and that's why I sort of strive to try and, bring something unique to each stream, so that it's just like, you're not just coming to hear the same songs, but you're coming for, just to have some good socializing, and just kind of, enjoy some company with me and with the other, friends that we have in the chat and stuff, and so yeah, so I hope that's kind of what I'm trying to do, and yeah, so we'll see. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I am kind of has this new approach to songwriting that I'm hoping is going to help me get songs quicker. Because the cool thing is, like, as soon as I write a song, I can actually start performing it. Like, I don't have to release a song before I can perform it. I just have to write it. And once it's written and I've just recorded, like, a demo version of it, then I can get that set up and bring you guys some new songs. So we will see. But, in the meantime, I think I had just kind of taken on too much and, made it too difficult on myself. So, but yeah, still hoping to bring you guys some new stuff soon. Daniel says, it's like sometimes I'll spend a lot of time on a music video, and I think it will sound pretty good, spending a whole day editing the video music just to get a few views. Yep. But I realize, I have a lot of fun learning songs and doing videos. If I get a lot of views, great. If not, it's out there for whoever finds it. In the end, it's all about me enjoying it and posting videos. And yep, that's a good attitude to have. And what I can say is, one thing I've learned, doing all this, like, views are part of it. Views are definitely nice, but what is more important is engagement. And I'm actually pretty sure that you get really good engagement on your videos, even for the few views that you have. So on YouTube, I kind of use this ratio for any, social media, but I had read a while back, like on YouTube, supposedly good engagement is 1 like per 25 views, so if your video only has 25 views, but you got 1 like, that's good, If you got more than 1 like, that's really good, So if you get 100 views on a video, 4 likes is considered good engagement. Anything more than that is really good engagement, and anything less than that is a little underperforming, but, it's but it is tough, and then comments are even better. If someone comments and, like, this was cool, man, that's even better that someone took the time to comment on it. So hopefully that kind of helps a little bit, with how you kind of gauge that. But trust me, yeah, I can definitely relate to that, to kind of working really hard on something and then just to kind of get sort of crickets with it. And that's sort of part of it too. Like even now, like I'm working on some new content. I've been working pretty hard on some videos, and part of me is like, man, I'm worried that I worked so hard on this and I'm going to put it out and it's just going to perform the same as like some of the other videos. Like I've been trying shorts, and some of them are getting good engagement. Some of them are doing good, but again, it's all testing, it's all learning. And one thing I've been doing is like I've been doing shorts based on these live streams. Like I'll take a little clip from the live stream and I'll post that. And sometimes those do okay, but I think just the one camera angle, and especially like zooming in, like it's a cropped image and I'm using my webcam from my laptop. It's not like the best quality anyway. I think just that one image is just not appealing for shorts. And so, those videos haven't really done that well, but I've done something to kind of improve them. I've got a video now where it's a live performance, but it kind of cuts to some different angles and stuff, and I've got the lyrics showing and stuff, and so I'm hoping that's gonna help it do a little better. But my concern is like that I put all this work into improving it, and then it's just gonna perform the same as it has, But that's kind of part of it. It's a combination of trying things and finding what works, but I've also learned that sometimes you just got to stick with it. Like you just got to let time do its thing. Like consistency is super important, especially on like social media and stuff. Like if you post constantly, you kind of got to give stuff a chance to really gain some traction. Like it's hard because you put it out and you want like results and reactions right away. But the truth is, you really got to stick with it and kind of let time do its thing, and wait several months, maybe even wait like a year before you really start seeing some traction from what you've been doing. Even the stuff I've been trying right now, like I'm telling myself that like, hey, I'm just getting started with these shorts. I got to stick with this for several months before before I can really expect to see any like positive results and stuff. So the name of the game is just kind of frequency and just perseverance, But I can say, I definitely enjoy your playthroughs. Whenever you do them, I think you're a great guitarist, and I love seeing, what you're experimenting with and what you're working on. So at least you know that I'm enjoying them. If you're making them, not only are you having fun doing them, but I enjoy watching them. And you are right. It is important just remembering that all this is supposed to be fun. And so I try to remember that too, making sure that I'm doing things that is what I enjoy. There's always going to be a work element to it, but there's always, anything, even something you love, there's always going to be a little bit of stress in having to work to make it happen. But it should be, that works a little bit easier when you're working for something that you care about, something that you're passionate about. So, but anyway, Daniel, appreciate your support and your help. We've got one last request from Daniel, and I think this is going to be the last song, and then I'm going to put a wrap on this stream. But, thank you so much. We're going to play For You for Daniel. Anyone else just tuning in? I think this is going to be the last one, but, stick around for the song, and I've got a few, closing thoughts, and then we'll put a wrap on this. So let me get set up. All right. Here we go. All right, Daniel, this one's for you.
I know you've coped with this loneliness. You think you're okay, but you've been tricked. I'm out here pleading, but you can't hear me. Your silent screams are deafening. Well, ignore my warning. Just know that I'm sorry for you. And all this time, just know that I've tried for you. Come back to me. friend. You made me like them. I do to hold on, but you still let go. And from the distance, I can see what's missing. But you never listen, so you'll never know. Well, ignore my warning. You just know that I'm sorry for you. And all this time, just know that I've tried for you. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. You're my closest friend and my deepest wound, my most painful scar, and I cherish you. Well, ignore my warning. Just know that I'm sorry for you. And all this time, just know that I've tried for you. Come back to me.
Thank you. That request was from Daniel. That song's called For You. You can find that on Spotify or wherever you like to listen to music. So let me catch up with the chat. I will say, anyone just tuning in, I do think we are putting a wrap on this, but I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you got to catch that last song. And I've got just a few announcements for you guys. So just so you know, I've got a little gift shop here. I'm going to post a link in the chat. Oh, hey, we got Chad. Hey, Chad, appreciate you tuning in. We are Chad. If you want, I can play a song for you real quick. But other than that, I think I'm going to be putting a wrap on this soon. Let me catch up with the chat here. Yeah, it looks like late but here now. Well, hey, better late than never. And if you've got a song request, I'll play a song for you real quick. But yep. Thanks for the fire. Appreciate that. Thanks, Chad. Sounds great. Yep. Nice, nailed that solo. Yeah, thanks. That one little bit is a little tricky. That little do 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 do. I've been trying to practice that. It was still a little sketchy when I got to that, but definitely better than I've done in the past. So there's certain, I've actually kind of taken note, like each song has like these certain little hard parts. And so I try, whenever I pick up the guitar, I try to practice those so that I have better chances at, getting it down when I actually perform it. But yeah, if Chad's got a request, I'll play a song for him. But other than that, I was actually planning to put a wrap on this. But while we're waiting to see if Chad's got a request or not, there's a link for my gift shop. And again, there's just kind of some goodies there. A few things. So yep, Chad says, appreciate it, but you are good. We'll go back and listen to the stream. Well, thanks, Chad. Appreciate that. And I'll touch base with you. I know you and I were messaging about the whole Halloween stream. Again, don't know whether or not that's going to work out. just because of scheduling. But if there's some way that I can help or support, certainly looking forward to it. And yeah, I'll see what you wrote and kind of work that out. But just a heads up to anyone else who's listening, there are some plans for an upcoming Halloween stream, but I'll give you guys some more info about that once I learn a little bit more about it myself. So cool. Well, anyone watching now or on the replay, appreciate you tuning in. If you'd like to support me, again, there's a link to the gift shop, and there's a virtual tip jar there, and I certainly appreciate any support. It does help me. If you'd like to just stay notified of, whenever I release new songs, whenever I've got new videos, whenever I go live, from that same link, you can sign up for my email list, and this allows me to just contact you and notify you whenever I've got, something special coming out, and just kind of keep you in the loop of what's going up. And my biggest goal right now is building an audience. So, you guys can help me by, liking my videos, sharing my songs, inviting people to the streams, sharing my music just so more people can see it, and all that really helps, just leaving comments, all that stuff, just to create more engagement and kind of helps the algorithm better promote my videos and that kind of thing. So those of you guys, Chad, Daniel, and Jack and Adria, Hannah, all you guys have been so supportive, and I certainly appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening or morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Until next time.